Just so you guys know, I was putting this hair up, and while I was doing it, I dropped a container of like those little tiny black rubber bands. I dropped a container of like 100 all over the bathroom floor. Okay, so this is because of you. And I'm feeling. Hello, my lemon drops, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I am a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. We are gathered here today for yet another installment of me reacting to Beachbody coaches sharing their workouts. Sorry, I don't know what happened in my brain for that split second. And based on a lot of your comments, this series is really helping a lot of you guys out with your workouts and in the gym. So I'm really happy to hear that. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some funnies along the way, please hit that subscribe button. I would seriously appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's make some lemonade, guys. Alrighty, so first up, we have a top Beachbody coach. I think this workout is from 9 Week Control Freak. Do you guys love my pen, by the way? Amazon. Getting off topic. I think this workout is from 9 Week Control Freak, but I am not positive. Either way, it looks to me like total anarchy. It's like a almost 45-second clip, so just watch everything. Why don't you guys tell me this little strap, black strap, is sticking out? Over here thinking I look cute and I got the little black strap sticking out of my sleeve. So, that first exercise looks like she's doing some jump squats, and she's using the control track, but she's like rotating back and forth with it. Why? Why can't you just do like a regular jump squat? Because that would be too safe and too simple for Beachbody, right? And then after that mess is done, she goes into some kind of like burpee box jump thing, but instead of just a normal jump, box jump, she's doing like a lunge on the box or something like that. As if all of that other stuff isn't bad enough, she's doing all these high impact, crazy exercises with no shoes on. If you find yourself in the process right now of typing in a comment that's something along the lines of, I don't wear shoes whenever I work out and I'm fine, I strongly recommend you watch this video first and then come back and complete your comment. Thank you. Good night. All of that to say, girl, if you were doing all of this jumping around, I love holding this pen. I think I might do this from now on. Why haven't I been doing this for like the last year? You were doing all of this high impact plyometric exercises. You need to put some damn shoes on, okay? You're gonna hurt yourself. So the second thing she's doing, the weird burpee lunge jump thing, whatever thing that is, let's try that again, but this time, let's make it better. I will now demonstrate an alternative exercise to that is not crazy.
I'll also be wearing shoes.
Okay, so I'm actually going to be demonstrating two exercises for you. This first one are jump squats. Very easy bodyweight exercise, great high impact lower body exercise, but not knee friendly, so use caution with these. And this next one, I call this a box jump burpee or burpee box jump. This takes coordination, as you can see me kind of fumbling a little bit. This is one of my favorite full body plyometric exercises. I like to do this in my exercise classes a lot. Again, this is high impact and it is not knee friendly, so definitely use caution with this one. Next up, we have another Beachbody consultant who is, as usual, doing an exercise that is just unnecessarily excessive, in my opinion.
Make sure you're maintaining that flat back. Breathe through it. We're going to take it 1 rep at a time. Come on, you guys. If you can learn self-control, you can master anything.
So let's try and figure out what the heck was going on here. Okay, so she's stepping back into a reverse lunge. Then we got a bicep curl. Oh wait, but then when she's up, wait a minute, so hold on, let's backtrack. We got a bicep curl, but is she like finishing? Okay, yeah, so we a bicep curl, and then she's bending over, and then she's doing like a cross wide row, and then we're going back to a reverse lunge, and then starting again at the top. So all of these exercises are not bad on their own, but I ask again, why are you doing all of them together like this? Who is responsible for this workout? I want a name right now. Is it you, Autumn? Shanti, did you do this? Ugh. So aside from the other obvious issue I just mentioned with this, I actually have a functionality problem with the way she's executing this. The cross body type row that she's doing with those dumbbells. I would prefer to see those done with either cables or resistance bands. Using bands or cables to do this exercise, it actually helps guide your arms and your hands a little bit better, and it gives you more control over your range of motion. So that way you're focusing on actually contracting your back, because that's what this exercise is supposed to be working. Your when you have your arms wide like that, your upper back, it lets you focus more on contracting your upper back, as opposed to when you have the dumbbells like this, all you're doing is kind of just, especially if they're too heavy, you'd be more focused on just kind of getting the weight up. There it is again. Maybe I should just cut this off. And I don't know where my scissors are. Okay. The way she's doing this with the dumbbells, you can kind of tell she doesn't have a whole lot of control. And it looks like she's just... also, the dumbbell she's using could just be a little bit too heavy for this. But I actually like this exercise. I don't mind it, but I would recommend doing it with, like I said, either cables or a resistance band. I will now demonstrate for you a crossbody row with the cables and probably the resistance band. So I am here doing bent over cable crossbody rows. These are pretty comparable to bent over dumbbell or barbell rows. This is just a different variation of them. As always, with any type of row, you want to squeeze your shoulder blades together and contract them at the top. And with these rows, I'm keeping my elbows nice and wide, and that is targeting my traps more than a narrow grip row. And here is me demonstrating the crossbody row on a resistance band. Make sure to go slow. You really don't want to rush rows. You don't want to just be throwing the weight around. All right, so we got another one here, and before we watch it, I thought something was funny about the caption. I think this was an Instagram story somebody sent me. Again, thank you to everyone who submitted these videos to me. She says, I woke up at 7 a.m. to get my workout in before 8:45 Botox touch-up appointment. You can't work out after, so I had to get up and get it done. Girl. I feel that. I've never had Botox before, but I've had my eyebrows microbladed a couple times. You basically can't get your face wet for like five to 7 days after you get them done. I think it was the second time I got them microbladed. My appointment was early in the morning, and I got up at a ridiculous hour just so I could work out before I went, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to for like the next week. So, girl, do what you got to do. Okay, on to the thing. The second exercise, I'm not that mad at it. I personally wouldn't hold the dumbbells like that just because I think it's weird, but I can live with it. It's the first one that I don't really like. She's on the floor and she's holding her body in the bridge position, which her bridge looks great. But then she's doing like a dumbbell chest fly and then like a close grip chest press. It's almost like she's trying to do it in like a circular motion. She's starting up, it looks like she's coming together from the fly and then down, and then hands are going out and then back in and up. I don't know how often I feel like I can say this, but I don't mind these exercises individually. It's just all smushed together is when it's just weird like that. And I feel like I don't like how she's kind of like rotating around. I feel like that is that's not great for your shoulder. That even just doing that kind of hurt my shoulder, but I have bursitis. So, I mean, if you have sensitive shoulders, I wouldn't recommend these workouts. I think we saw one in the last CPT Reacts. Well, the last one for you guys, but for me, I just filmed it like 10 minutes ago. We had a Beachbody coach. He was like jerking the weights up in a circle. Yeah, and I strongly advise against doing that. Can't be great for your shoulders, and especially if you already have issues with your shoulders, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Yeah, all these exercises together, it's just weird. If you want to do a circuit, combine explosive compound movements to work larger muscle groups at a time. So how about I demonstrate for you guys like kind of a quick full body circuit, and it'll work legs, some upper body, and some abs. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be good. That'll be a good recipe. Okay, so I know I said I had an ab exercise to show you, but somehow the footage of that magically went away, so I'm sorry. Instead, here is a superset. The first exercise you see me doing here is a burpee with a push-up. And then I'm going to move straight into tuck jumps. These are both really simple, but they're also both really high impact. So as always, respect your physical limitations. So this next one is weird to me because it starts out okay, but then it just like turns into a tragedy. So she's executing this okay, it looks like, but there's just so much going on for my little brain to comprehend. Let's figure out what was going on. Starting position, she's down in a plank. I see renegade row, and then she's popping up. And I thought that was going to be the end of it. And then I was like, oh, she's just going to pop back down and then, just repeat that. Which, that's kind of a cool sequence. Like, I would have been okay with that. Then she goes into I guess that's supposed to be a rear delt raise, but she's not bending over enough for it to really activate her rear delts the way it should. And then she's standing back up. And then I was like, oh, reverse lunge. And then I was like, oh, now, no, both legs are going back. Oh, and then the front leg's coming back. And then back upright. And then back to the floor. Okay. When you're doing a million complex exercises at once like this, it takes the focus and attention away from each individual exercise. And you're not able to give each good exercise the attention it needs for it to really be effective. Did the words that I just say make sense? I hope so. So hey, I like the renegade row kind of pop-up thing she was doing, so let's do that part. I will now demonstrate a better version of this exercise. I'm now doing a renegade row, and I just added a little something extra to it. To get started, you're going to get into a high plank with your weights in each hand. Pull each weight up, and remember to contract and squeeze your shoulder blade together in that row. And also, remember you're still in a plank, so engage your abdominals to keep your body straight. Then you're going to either step or pop up and position your feet to stand up straight to do kind of a squat here. This is a dynamic exercise and there's a lot going on, so use caution. All right, guys, so we've arrived at the last one. Sorry, I only got 5 videos for this one today. I'm trying to make my CPT Reacts videos a little bit longer. Somebody commented on one a while back and was like, it's very disrespectful that this video is not longer. And I was like, well, message received. This is the last one, and just FYI, it's very, very short. It is only 6 seconds, so I'm going to let it play through a few times. And also, it's sped up. It was like that in this person's story. I did not do that. That's just how it was. So, here we go. So, you guys, this exercise is awesome, okay? It's fan-freaking-tastic. Have you been looking for a way to f*** up your shoulders? Here it is. That's the one. In case you haven't figured it out, I'm being sarcastic. This exercise is a catastrophe. I gotta slow this thing down on my phone. It looks like an upright row, and then she's doing a weird transition and then pushing up into a shoulder press and then like keeping her arms straight and then just kind of lowering down. It's the transition between the upright row and the shoulder press that I think is just strange to me. Her upright row is so high that it is almost certainly messing up her shoulders. She doesn't look like she's doing it with heavy weight, which is good, but you guys, don't do this. Please don't do this. Like, there are so many other alternatives to, like, if you want a good shoulder superset, like, just do that, okay? And then, like, it's weird, like, when she's coming up, or, like, transitioning, look at that. Look, my shirt's getting messed up. So she's coming up, and then, like, she's kind of going into this, but then she's kind of coming in a little bit, almost like something that's called, like, a dumbbell press. It's, like, a little bit reminiscent of a dumbbell press. Sorry, an Arnold press. It's kind of reminiscent of, like, an Arnold press, coming in a little bit, and then out, and then she's pressing up. I don't know. If you guys want a shoulder superset, then that's what I'll give you. I will now demonstrate for you guys an exercise that will not destroy your shoulders. So the first exercise I'm doing in this superset is a dumbbell seated shoulder press. The key takeaways for this is to not go too heavy. You don't want to go heavier than you can tolerate because you really want to have good form for this exercise. I mean, as always, holding your weight in your hands, you're going to press straight up and keep your wrists in line with your elbows, and at the top converge your weights. Now, when I say keep your wrists in line with your elbows, basically just do your best to keep your arms bent at 90 degrees. And then the second exercise is what I call a weight plate steering wheel. This primarily targets the anterior deltoids. You can see me doing a little bit of a rotation at the top, hence the name steering wheel, but it is optional. And I have sensitive shoulders, but the little rotation does not bother me, but I have heard of it bothering people. So if you can't tolerate it, then don't do it. It's optional. You can get the same effect without that little rotation at the top. In conclusion, Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot, Batman, I say again, just because you buy the starter pack doesn't make you a coach of any variety. Fitness coach, nutrition coach, a wellness coach, a business coach, an influencer Instagram coach. No, okay? Just stop it. Please. As for the super trainers who made these workouts, I happen to think that you guys should start to consider safety a little bit more when you are developing these exercises. And if you guys do already consider safety and this is the best you can do, all right, that's a wrap. The sun's going down and the lighting is getting bad. We just made some sour ass lemonade, but it was lemonade nonetheless. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more related content. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey. What are you doing? Wanna go see what your brother and sister are doing? Let's go. Come on. Oh, hey, baby. Did your dad invite you on the couch? Oh, you're such a handsome boy. You're such a handsome boy. Oh, hey, Alpha. Hey, mamas. You are so pretty. Girl, put your tongue back in your mouth. Girl, put your tongue back in your mouth.
Leave the hell alone.
Be a lady. Babe, you just smacked me on the butt and everybody saw. Ow!